Hey, it's Nyomi. So before we dive in, if you've ever finished an episode feeling like, okay, I needed that, but wish you had something to actually walk you through the healing, well, that's exactly why I built Elevate Me. It's a self-love journey, an AI guided, but it's written in my voice. Meditations, workbook, real tools for real healing. So head on over to studio.com/Nyomi to check it out. All right? All right, so let's get into today's episode. Monday, we talked about fear held in your body. And last week on Ask Nyomi, we talked about discipline of being sexy, not because it's perfect, but because it's resilience. And because you keep going even when you fall. Well, today we're going to put it all together. We do the work of reclaiming your body. Not perfectly, but consciously. And we do it. And we do it from where we are right now. So let's go. Welcome to the Season of Self-Love Podcast. I am your host, NmW&x, and I am so glad that you are here. As we continue to transform in life, so does this podcast. In Season 5, we're moving differently, more intentional, more action, less learning, more doing, less waiting, and more living. This is a space where we don't just talk about self-love, we practice it. We don't just discuss transformation, we live it. Every episode is an invitation to do the work with me, not just listen to me talk about it. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery, where we believe that loving yourself intentionally is a foundation of true transformation. So get ready, get your journal, get your pen, because in Season 5, we're doing the work together. Now let's get started. All right, my beautiful people. Again, welcome back to the Season of Self-Love Podcast. I'm your host, NmW&x, and it is Action Wednesday. All right, so before we dive into the exercise, let's ground ourselves. Today we are treating our bodies with devotion, not perfection, but devotion. So wherever you are right now, if you can close your eyes, if you can, and I want you to get comfortable. I want you to place both hands on your body wherever it feels right for you. And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, and I want you to slowly release out your mouth. Now I want you to repeat after me. And I want you to say to yourself, my body deserves devotion and not perfection. Inhale. Exhale. I am showing up. I am continuing forward. And I am honoring where I am right now. Inhale. Exhale. Discipline is how I reclaim my body. Resilience is how I stay. Inhale. Exhale. I keep doing, not perfectly, but devoutly. One more breath in. Release. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes and let's begin. All right, my beautiful people. So if you are new here to the Season of Self-Love Podcast, it's something that we do every episode just to help ground us before we get into the topic at hand, all right? All right, so Monday, I want to do a little recap. So Monday, we learned that fear is held in your body. And reclamation means taking back what's yours. And last Thursday on Ask Nyomi, we learned about discipline. Discipline is sexy because it's resilient. It's not about perfection. It's about getting up when you fall and continuing from where you are. And so today we are going to marry these two. We're going to make them as one. We reclaim our bodies through devoted discipline, not perfect discipline, not resilient discipline, but devoted discipline. All right. So here's what I learned in the 15 days of my 30 hard. All right. I learned that I got knocked down. My body said no on day 13, and I shut down on day 14. Well, actually, it was day 13 I was able to do. Day 14 is when it shut down, and that's when it told me no. And did I go back to day 1? No. I don't want to be honest. I thought about it. Very heavy about it. But what I decided to do, I decided to repeat day 14, and I honored it. And then I kept going. That's not failure. That's resilience. That's discipline. Now let's talk about doing some exercises to help with this, all right? So the first one is about listening to your body with devotion and not with judgment and not with shame, but with devotion. So here's the steps to do with that one. So step 1. So what is your body telling you right now? All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes and I want you to scan your body. All right. And so I need you to these following questions. All right. And scanning your body. Where do you feel tightness? Do you feel it in your shoulders, in your jaw, in your chest, in your belly? Now, where do you feel the numbness? Where do you feel alive? And where do you feel afraid? Don't fix it just yet. I want you just to listen to what your body is telling you. And then I want you to write down what you hear. And I'm sorry, I forgot to go get your journal. Go get your journal. Go get the piece of paper. You already know. If you're new here, get you a journal. I should have said that in the beginning. All right. Step 2. What fear is holding in that space? That's what we want to know. What fear is holding in that space? It's for each place that you notice. I want you to ask this. What fear lives here? What fear lives here? Is it tightness in the shoulders? That's a fear of responsibility, of carrying too much. A clenched jaw. What a clenched jaw means, it means a fear of speaking or not being heard. A collapsed chest. That's a fear of being seen or taking up space. In that numb belly, that's a fear of being disconnected. So whichever one that you are feeling of right now, I want you to write it down. All right? All right, so this is where the work begins, all right? So this next exercise 2, is about your body reclamation practice. And we're going to start wherever that you are. So this is the discipline that's sexy. It's not about doing 30 hard perfectly. It's about showing. It's about showing up even imperfectly. So step 1, choose one practice, not everything. Choose one practice. You don't want to overhaul your whole life. We tend to do that sometimes, but you don't. You don't want to overhaul your whole life. So you choose one thing that your body needs, just one thing. For example, move your body at least 30 minutes with a walk or yoga or dancing or stretching. All right. Feed your body. Here's another one. Feed your body with intention. One meal made with love and not rushed. Here's another one. I want you to breathe your body to life. A 5-minute breath work meditation prayer. Here's another one. I want you to rest your body without guilt. A nap, a bath, a little yoga, laying down something. All right. And then next, I want you to feel your body, a body scan massage, a cold water, warm tea. I want you to pick one of those. Just one. Don't try to be the hero of self. Just one, all right? And step 2, I want you to commit to 7 days, not 30, not 90, but 7 days. It's small, devoted, sustainable 7 days. All right. And I want you to write this down. Okay. So for the next 7 days, I'm going to, whatever the practice, whatever the one you choose, as an act of devotion to my body. So whether it was the 30-minute walk or 30-minute prayer, or whether it was the 5 minutes breathing exercise, or it was making sure that you cooked you a lovely, nourishing meal, whatever that one practice is, I want you to commit to doing that for 7 days as an act of devotion to your body. All right? All right, now step 3. What does devotion look like? What does devotion look like? So I'm going to tell you, it's not perfect, but it's conscious. So if you miss a day, you don't start over. You don't shame yourself. You don't get up the next day. What you do is you get up the next day and you continue. Like that man who walked from Philly to LA, got hit by a car, found out the other day twice. He didn't fly back. He didn't fly back to Philly and start all over again. What he did is he healed where he was and he kept walking. So now I want you to write this down. If I miss a day, I keep going from where I am. If I miss a day, I keep going where I am. Write that down. All right. So exercise 3, release the fear blocks. So remember the fear that we identified in exercise 1. Now it's time that we release it. All right. And this is how we do it. So step 1, we're going to name it. We're going to name it. So I want you to write this down. The fear in my body, whatever body part, whether it was your shoulders, your jaw, your chest, your neck, the fear in my body part is what fear? And I've given you the examples of what the fear is. Remember with the jaw, like that, it's the fear of not being heard. Remember that? I'm going to give you another example. The fear in my jaw is the fear of speaking my truth. That's a good one. All right, now step 2. Y'all ready for this? Step 2 is to release it. To release it, let it go. You can write it down and burn it. You can say it out loud and let it go. You can move your body and shake it out. You can breathe it out, inhale the fear, exhale the release. I want you to choose a method on how you are going to release it. All right? And so step 3, you know what we're going to do? We're going to replace it. We're going to replace it. What do you want to do instead? What do you want to do instead? So I want you to write this down. The fear in my jaw releases, and I replace it with. So it's the fear that you have in your shoulders, and I replace it with like this. I speak my truth. My voice matters. So I want you to write it. I want you to speak it, and I want you to feel it in your body. All right? All right. I hope y'all writing these down. And if not, y'all can just replay it all over again. All right, exercise 4, your 7-day devotion commitment. In step 1, I want you to write your commitment. All right? And I'm going to take my time when I say this, when I read this off. All right? Y'all ready? All right. For 7 days, I commit to whatever practice that you commit to as an act of body reclamation. I am not doing this perfectly. I am doing this devotedly. And if I miss a day, I continue from where I am. I honor my body. I reclaim my body. That's it. All right, now we're going to go into step 2. How would you track this? How would you track this? Just a simple check mark in your journal or mark on your calendar. And this isn't about perfection. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about visibility. It's about seeing yourself showing up. And when you're able to see yourself show up for self, that is such an amazing feeling. It is such an amazing feeling, all right? And let's go to step 3. What's your backup plan? So let's say life happens. You got knocked down, right? If you miss a day, what's your plans to continue? Not start over, but continue. What you gonna do? So example, if you missed a day missed, cool, tomorrow I'll do it. A family emergency, I honor that. Next day, I restart. Tired. Rest is part of reclamation too. I want you to understand that when you have to rest, that's a part of your healing. That's a part of your journey. That's a part of all of that. So I want you to write down your backup plan, all right? All right, so exercise 5. You know, we always talk about the bigger picture. This has a bigger picture as well. Step 1, what does reclaiming your body means to you? What does it mean to you? Not mine, not the expert anniversary. That's mine, not that. But for you, what does reclaiming means to you? Does it mean reclaiming from trauma, reclaiming from disconnection, reclaiming from shame, reclaiming from control, reclaiming from fear? What is your reclamation? And write it down. All right, and step 2 for this is, who do you become when you reclaim? So when you are not controlled by fear, when you're listening to your body, when you're showing up with devotion, who do you become? I want you to write that down. Who do you become? Step 3. Is it that who you want to be? So if it's yes, and you just found your why, is it who that you want to be? If it's yes, then you found your why. Your discipline just became that much more sexier. Because if it's not about the practice, it's about what? Who you're becoming, right? It's about who you're becoming, right? Right. It's about who you're becoming. And so whatever those amazing whys are, hold tight to those, all right? All right, my beautiful people. So we have come to our closing affirmations, all right? And I want you to repeat after me. My body deserves devotion and not perfection. I am listening to what my body is telling me. I am releasing fear held in my being. I am showing up for my body, not perfectly, but devotedly. And if I fall, I continue for where I am. Discipline is sexy because it's resilient. I am reclaiming my body 7 days at a time. I am reclaimed. I am unashamed. And I am unstoppable. All right? All right, my beautiful people. All right. So you have now committed to the 7 days of body reclamation. Not to be perfect. Not to be perfect, but to be devoted. To show up. To show up. To continue when you fall. To continue where you fall and keep going. with your head held high. That's discipline. That's sexy. And that's how you reclaim your body. All right? All right, so next Monday, we're going to go a little deeper. We are going to go a little deeper, and we're going to explore what's possible when you're not controlled by fear. But this week, let's show up. This week, let's show up. Let's honor where you are now. And then you can continue forward. All right? All right, my beautiful people. So until next Monday, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks here, reminding you that discipline is how you reclaim. Resilience is how you stay. Keep going. All right? All right, and this work is doing well. This work, we're doing well. We are doing so well. And if you want guided support through your body reclamation journey, through your nervous system healing, body reconnection, and body self-love, all of that, Elevate Me is here. We got phase 2 is our healing and reclamation is specifically designed for this work. So you can start today, 7 days free. Look, you can do it, coincide with the 7-day body, 7 days free. And then once the 7 days is over with and you like it, which I believe you will, then you go ahead and subscribe. You can go to studio.com, Nyomi, that's Nyomi, or you can go to elevatemenyomi.com as well. And hey, if it's something in today's episode that hit home for you, I want to hear about it. Text me or leave me a voice note using the link right in the show notes. Right in the show notes, all right? Well, all right, my beautiful people. Again, I want to thank you so much for just being here with me and trusting me on this journey. But also, I want you to remember is to be good to one another in yourselves and always keep it sexy. Love yourself first so you can love others well. And remember, it's the Season of Self-Love is now on YouTube. I want you to subscribe for the videos, the behind-the-scene content, and much more. We got new videos coming up for our Flashback Fridays. You don't want to miss it on the YouTube channel. These are videos that we have never seen before that you just listen right here on this podcast. All right. All right, my beautiful people. Again, have an amazing, amazing day. Have a good one.